Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. We have a few other people still yet to join us, but we'll go ahead and get started. Want to welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the time to come to our virtual open house. For those of you who haven't logged on yet, or again, if you could, as you log on, just put in what school and city you're with in the chat so we can keep track of that. We're going to go through all of our programs today, have some question and answers, and we'll allow you, so at the very end, we'll do some question and answers verbally, but feel free throughout the chat to, throughout our presentation here in the chat, just type in whatever questions you have. And one of our team will be responding as we go. So my name's Jerry Totoro. I'm the owner of Fund Services in Southern California. My folks bought our business here in the 70s. I took her over in the 90s. So about 28 years for me, and we're in our 54th year of providing basically carnivals and holiday gift shops. I'm going to have Roxanne just scroll through a few of these while we're kind of pausing and during our intro here to let you see a little bit of our showroom and some of our open houses that we've done in the past. So as I mentioned, we've been in Southern California for 54 years. I want to introduce some of our team members here that many of you may have already spoken with. Within the screenshot here, you can see Christy in the front of the room. Christy Pontes is our main gift shop coordinator and marketing. So you probably get emails from her. Scott Smith has been with me since the beginning. Carnivals, does all of our scheduling. And so if anyone's done a carnival or a corporate event of some type, you probably spoke with Scott. And Roxana is also does a little bit of everything. So she helps with our gift shop coordinating. She's also books our carnivals and helps with some of our marketing. And she's a girl that's scrolling through our Zoom PowerPoint presentation here. So again, Scott and Chrissy will be answering questions throughout the chat. So feel free to type in questions and we will make sure that we address all of them. I also want to let everybody know that we will be recording this. And so we'll be able to give you a copy if you so desire, just let us know. And again, we just appreciate y'all taking the time out of your schedule to hear about Fund Services and the programs that we have to offer. So our first, if Roxy can just go to the next screen here. This is going to tell us a little bit about what we're going to cover today. As I mentioned, holiday gift shop and carnivals are our two core businesses that we've had since the 60s. We do offer a couple of other types of fundraisers, our Wooden Roses and our Little Caesars, and we'll touch on those as well. But this is like our little format here of how things are going to go. So we can just go to our next screen here, Roxy. So Fund Services, as I mentioned, is in Southern California. It's more than ever is important to support your local business. We've been serving the community for over 54 years, and we hope you continue to look to us for your fun and fundraising needs. So we've weathered our storm over the past few years. We're happy to still be here and able to service all of our school customers. We appreciate your business, your loyalty, and we hope that you continue to look to us as help support a local business in your area. So thank you for that. Our next screen, we're going to talk about, it's just basically, I'm going to go through our holiday gift shop program and complete. But the nuts and bolts of it, basically the kids get to shop for gifts for family and friends. It's all run by your volunteers in your school, and it's completely risk-free. So you don't pay for any of the gifts until after you sell them. And you only pay for what you sell. So there's no risk, no minimum. We do have some program promos I'll talk about where some minimums apply, but just for the gift shop program on its own, there's no minimum. And everything else besides the gifts that you pay for, we provide free and part of the service. So we'll go through all of that. Roxy, if you can flip the page here. So when we went through the past couple of years, we tried to do some virtual shopping, and we did create a website. It wasn't ideal for this type of program. The kids really need to be able to see the gifts in person, touch them, just like we all do when we shop. But we did decide to keep the website as an enhancement to our in-school program. So that's why we're calling it Holiday Gift Shop Plus. We'll still bring the gifts to the school. You'll still shop like normal. But if the kids are out sick or they get home and they missed a gift for grandma or aunt or one of their pets, they can shop online, as well as the parents as well will be able to shop online. Any of the gifts that are purchased online will be delivered to your school when we're picking up your gifts that you're selling in school. So we'll also bag them with a student's name, and we will include inside the shopping tote bag, we will include a Mylar personalized gift bag for each gift. There's 4 different sizes. I'll tell you a little bit about those in a little bit. But those will come at the very end of your program. Excuse me. So no real additional work for you other than having to share the code with your families so they can log on. If you don't, although we will still be providing our daily reorder service, if you want, you can see the forms in the bottom of this screen that we will include in your paperwork, and you no longer have to place the reorders. If you want to just not sell the last item when you run low on something, continue to sell that item. And then when you're closing up your shop, just let us know. You'll basically be placing 1 reorder at the end, and we will bring those with any of the online orders. So just a step to make it a little bit easier. If, last year we used this, we still had a good percentage of our customers that wanted to get the daily reorders, and that's fine. But it's just a little tweak that we made to our program, and the online shopping, I think, was very well received. So we're going to go to our next screen here. This will kind of summarize a little bit of what we do, because Fund Services definitely does more for you. As I mentioned, one of the biggest things is that we're local. So all of our gifts are hand delivered on a daily basis. If you need more, we will hand deliver. So you're never going to be waiting on UPS. If there are any issues, we're able to resolve them quickly because we're right here in the local community. So you can see the little flyer here goes to a lot of the things that we provide. And again, you will all get a copy of this when we're done in a thank you email. So you can see there's early sign-up bonuses, there's promotional items. I'm going to go through this sheet first, and then the next sheet we'll talk a little bit about some of the marketing side. But there's early sign-up bonuses for people that sign up. And you can get, as you can see there, you can get some aprons, a treasure chest of gifts, free money, pencils. You get to choose. You get to choose 3 of those. If you do what we call our hybrid program, where you're doing the in-school and you also want the online, because you do have the option to not have the online. But if you do the hybrid program, we do offer an extra sign-up bonus, so you get to choose 4. All the gifts that we provide will have what we call a cash code on them. And we will provide you with a pre-programmed cash register. So the purpose of this is to make it really easy for you to check your kids out. We'll pre-program it based on the markup that you choose. So you can choose 0, 5, 10, 15, or 20%. And therefore the register will be ready to go. So the codes are 1 to 21. So when your child comes up to buy, they give you the gifts. You turn them over, there's going to be a mark on there, circled number and color. And if it's a 5, you'll hit 5, enter, 10, enter, 12, enter. And it just helps you ring it up. You don't need to memorize the price of the gifts. We don't use the cash register as a form of tallying your sales. So you don't need to worry about any of the reports, no Z reports, X reports. We're just using it for you as an easy way to store your money and to ring your kids up. The sample bags, if you don't make it to one of these open houses, we do offer sample bags that we send out. For schools that have low on space or don't have a classroom available, you can see in the far right, we offer a house on wheels. Again, it's not as good as doing it in the classroom, but it's an option for schools. Many of our customers, once you do the holiday gift shop, it becomes an annual event. And so we've had some that don't want to miss out, but they don't have space. And so we do offer the house on wheels. We do have a phone app that you can use to place reorders on a daily basis, but you can always call us. We'd love to talk to you, see how things are going. You just need to call in by 2 p.m. If you're in our Northern California area, Bakersfield, Fresno, San Luis Obispo, you're considered a UPS customer. So we would UPS out reorders only next day, but we hand deliver all of the gifts. Our gift line always includes some of the hottest licensed items. So this year's no different. You'll see some Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, in addition to our sports. So we always carry all of the California teams: Angels, Dodgers, Lakers, Clippers, Ducks, Kings, Padres, even soccer, LAFC and LA Galaxy. And that's a separate box that you'll get automatically. The next thing you'll see on the screen here is a voucher. So when we provide you with parent letters, you can choose if you want to have these vouchers attached or not. But the way these work is your parents, there's some instructions here on the left hand side of the voucher. They go to the website, they purchase a voucher for 10, 20, 40, whatever amount they want. They'll get a confirmation code, and then they can send the child into the class with this voucher. And you as a volunteer can treat it like cash. So anything that's purchased online through the voucher like this, the money will come directly to fund services. So we treat it like a down payment on your overall bill. So you can give change. Although, you know, we always figure if a parent gave a child 20 or 30 or 40, whatever the dollar amount is, that's the amount they intended them to spend. But if you get to 38 or 39 out of 40 and they don't have anything else they want, you just rest assured that you can give them change, and it all gets reconciled with us at the end. So the bottom one, the little girl is a great picture of the excitement of the program. So as I mentioned, every child and every gift that they purchase, they'll get a self-sealing gift bag. And so there's no staples, they peel it and then seal it, put their name on it. And that's when they get excited. And that's when it's a secret, something they've done on their own. So that kind of encapsulates the whole program. We realize that it's a fundraiser for some schools, but about half of our schools do it as just a fun program for the kids. That's how it was started. And so I just love those pictures because it shows the joy and the excitement. And then of course, Toys for Tots. So a few years ago, we became on a national level, a corporate sponsor of Toys for Tots. And actually that number it should be updated. We've donated nationally over $600,000 in gifts. And so there's the items that are in your gift line that are marked Toys for Tots. And so when the kids purchase one of those, we match dollar for dollar in donations. Again, you don't need to track this. You don't need to do anything with that. We just deal with it on the inventory end. So when we're done with our gift shop, we count up how many is left. And so whatever amount we sold, that's the dollars that we donate. So we like to say kids are helping kids. What's better than that? But again, when you're working with the fund services, you're working with a vendor that's local and supports kids in our local community. So these are just a few reasons why we want you to choose fund services for your holiday gift shop. The next page will show you more of our promotional items up close. So as I mentioned, all of these items are free and just part of our service. So you'll see the posters, holiday gift shop. You get to choose whether you want them to be named Holiday Gift Shop or Santa Secret Shop. And the logos will be printed one way or the other. But you'll get posters, you'll get parent letters, which you see right beneath the poster. And you get to choose on those parent letters, like the one that's shown does not have the credit card voucher on the bottom. So you can choose whether you want that or not. And you can also choose whether you want the parent letter to be all English or English and Spanish. So to the left of that is a door panel and tablecloths. Again, we'll have the logo, the cash register that we mentioned. To the right of the cash register is our money envelope. And this is helpful for the parents that are sending in money to just guide your volunteers on, you know, we've given our child X amount of dollars, but how many people are they shopping for? So there's mom, dad, brother, sister, grandma. It just helps your volunteers guide them in the right direction, the price range of the gifts, and to know how many people they want them to shop for. There's free fun bucks, which are one of the incentives you get to choose. These are dollar bills that the kids can use like cash at your shop. You can give these out to kids for good rewards on the playground. kids that didn't have money to shop. And some of our schools have they leave the money by the cash register for the kids that are a quarter or 50 cents short and help supplement them that way. The far right is our gift bags. You can see there's 4 different sizes there. Again, they peel and seal, so no staples needed. There's a place to put to and from. You'll get gift bags enough for every gift. And if you're reordering gifts, you may need to reorder some gift bags. So just pay attention to your stock there. And then we'll provide shopping bags for the kids to carry all those home. These will all come automatically and they're all free. The 2 on the right are free to use. You just need to request them. So we'll provide a gift shop banner, visit our gift shop, to put out in the front of your school where the parents are dropping them off. The bear was initially intended to put out there by the banner, and the bear kind of worked together to bring their attention. But many of our schools use the bear in the classroom or just outside the classroom to help designate where it's at. The next page is just going to talk a little bit about some of the extras that would come out. Another positive, or one of the few positives that have come out of COVID. When we went virtual, we started to provide some social media ads and even custom videos. So we are continuing to do that. You can see some of these ads that we'll provide for you to post to Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media platform you have. We have custom videos that we can basically put your school name and logo on if you provide that for us. And if you have the ability to share this with your parents, it'll show them in person what it looks like for kids to be shopping. So these are, again, just part of the service that we provide. So our next couple of pages, we're going to talk about some of the gifts. So these are some of the new items for this year. Again, you'll see the price codes, because the price codes vary depending on what markup you're going to do. So, but these are some of the new gifts for 2022. Our next page will show you a little bit of our showroom as well. And the one thing I wanted to point out, because on the previous screen, when we were talking about door panels, they were folded up. So the big ones right in the middle there, Santa's Secret Shop, Holiday Gift Shop, those are the logos you get to choose. And those are the examples of the door panels. So, and then also hanging over the table there, you'll see the little Sir Fun Bear. When we provide you these, kind of like the grocery stores, when your kids are buying an item that's labeled with Toys for Tots, you can have them put their name on one of the bears and display them. So just a cute little extra, letting them know that they're helping kids. I'm going to have Roxanne scroll through a couple more screens. You can see some more of our featured items that we're going to be carrying. Okay, so for those of you that are choosing to do the hybrid program, so in school and online, and if you haven't done it before, you can see a little preview of what it looks like. Basically, they'll log into the website, they'll come to the school here. They'll have a choice by typing in either holiday or Santa, and that'll give them the hallway that's on the bottom there with the themed Santa Secret Shop or Holiday Gift Shop. And then you'll have a unique password for your school that we'll provide you with, and your parents can log in there, and then they'll be able to shop. Roxanne, if you want to go to the next page, excuse me. So this is what it's like to be inside the classroom. You'll see all the different tables. Once they click on a table, it'll show them the gifts like you see on the right. They shop like they do on normal online shopping. But there is one feature in the end, before they're checking out, the gifts, when you're summarizing, are hidden. And the purpose is that is for you as a parent, you can go and input the credit card info. It's still a secret. There is a button you can select to unhide the gifts if you want to take a peek, make sure they're buying appropriate gifts. But we love the secret side of things. So we did include this feature in the online shopping as well. And then again, all the gifts here, there's no shipping fees because we're not shipping it to your home. We're bringing it to the school with whoever made the purchase, whether it's a parent or a child, will have that name on there. And again, inside the shopping bag will be the gift bags that go for each one. We won't wrap the gifts. We want them to see all the gifts, but we'll provide a gift bag in each one. Some of the boxes will have this label on them so they can see. It's just a warning for parents, you know, there's some secret gifts in here. One of the benefits when you do the hybrid program, and Roxanne's going to scroll through several screens here, is that you'll get a huge assortment of gifts to choose from. So right now in this year's gift line, and in most years, you have between 120 and 140 different gifts. The online allows us to sell or show you items that maybe we only have a few dozen of, or even 100 of, and something that we couldn't put out in a pre-pack to all of our customers. So you get a huge selection of gifts to choose from over and above what's inside the classroom. These are some of the sports items as well mixed in here. Okay. So as I mentioned before, we carry sports license items. Automatically, your school will get an assorted gift box that says sports on it. These are the types of items. The next screen we're going to show you is our religious items. This is something that needs to be requested if you're a religious school, or a few of our public customers have, public schools have requested these as well. You get about a dozen items, but it's something that we do offer, but it just needs to be requested. So we're just going to summarize again about the Toys for Tots. You can see an example here of a school that used these little Sir Fun Bears and writing the kid's name on there. Again, Toys for Tots was just a perfect fit for fun services. It's, you know, between school carnivals and the holiday gift shop, kids are our main customers. And so bringing smiles to kids is important. Toys for Tots just matched up with us, and so we're happy to be a sponsor for them. And again, making a difference in our community, and your kids helping kids. We just love that saying. What's better than that? Okay, going here again on a more detailed page, talking about some of the sign-up incentives. As I mentioned before, you get to pick any three, and you can double up on these. You just cannot double up on the treasure chest of toys. And so you have choice of roses, which is also one of our fundraisers. These roses sell for $1. So following up gift shop, if you're gonna have Valentine's Day, you want to sell these there. They're also great for Mother's Day, teacher appreciation. But this is like $200 for you, because you can sell them for $1 each. You can choose the treasure chest, a tub of 288 pencils, some playground balls, our rhinestone aprons that say creating smiles is fun. You can get some free shopping dollars, or you can get some loyalty points. And I'll talk to you about our loyalty points in a little bit, but that's something that all of our customers that run the holiday gift shop get. So the next screen is actually our loyalty bonus screen. And so anyone that runs the holiday gift shop automatically is awarded loyalty bonus points. And most of our gift shop customers that do the program become loyal customers and run it year in and year out. And so in addition to all of our other sign-up incentives, all of the free promotional items, we created this loyalty bonus program. And typically this is something that's not earned in 1 year. It takes some time, but it's, again, for loyal customers. So you can see down below, every dollar paid to fund services equals $1. And it's all tied to the gift shop. So as long as you're doing the gift shop, you'll continue to accrue. But if you also do a carnival, or you do a casino night, or you just rent tables and chairs, or concessions, or movie night, any dollar you spend with us throughout the year, we keep track of. Again, you don't need to deal with that. We'll keep track of it. And then Christy and Roxanna, come January, early February, when we're reconciling all the gift shops, we'll send you a tally of where your school's at. And these are items you can cash points in to get free rentals. And so you'll see 15,000 points, you can get 450 free rentals, 30,000, 900, 50,000, 1,500. These items, there's a few ways to use them. One, you can just come to our office and pick up the equipment that we allow to be picked up. Or if you're booking an event with us that's large enough to be delivered, because we do have minimums on different days, then then we can add these to that truck. So, but it's something that we give to you over time. Again, if you've ran our program and you're familiar with our service and our gifts, and you want to refer another school and they let us know where they came from and they're not a current customer, we're offering $500 in additional loyalty bonus points. And the biggest key here is that, you know, you just can't skip the gift shop. Once you skip the gift shop, you do start over. With that being said, we are kind of took the approach and wanted to share with all of you that we are pretending like 20 and 21 didn't happen. So, you know, we in 2019 had our usual number of customers. In 2020, we had 2 schools that were able to run in school. Last year, we had still a fraction of what we normally do. So if you ran this program in 2019, whether you did or didn't in 20 and 21, we're going to honor whatever loyalty points you had, as long as you run the program this year. So keep that in mind. You have points out there. Christy and Roxanne can let you know where you're at, but we hate for you to lose those. And we know that a lot of you didn't have a choice on not running the program this past couple of years. So we don't want to penalize you. And so, but anyone this will be the last chance, run this year, you'll be able to keep those bonus points going. All right. And get some free equipment for your kids. Our next screen is just something else that we provide. So we talked about the sign-up incentives, talked about the loyalty bonus points, but every school that runs our holiday gift shop program is eligible for either a free DIY carnival or 25% off one of our full service packages. So the DIY is great because it's completely free. We like to show you this picture because you can see it actually fits in a pickup truck. So whether you have a parent, we have a school coming this week that the district's going to pick it up for them. It's not something that's deliverable. So we rent these all automatically as well at a highly discounted rate because we're not delivering, but you get it completely free. So this particular one, the picture shows you what we call our double. It's valued at $7.99, 10 booths, 10 games, a concession, and over 2,000 pieces of prizes. The center portion here are 5 booths, 5 games. So these are provided that I mentioned before that there's some minimums. And so the 2 program promo, there's a minimum of $1,500 in gift shop sales. So you do have to run the program. That minimum is very low compared to our averages. But if you're between $1,500 and $39.99, you're eligible for a free DIY package number 1, which is what we have here, the 5 booths and games. If you're 4,000 or over, which more than 50% of our customers were last year, you're eligible for 10 booths and 10 games concession and double the amount of prizes that you see here. So completely free. And the one thing that we get a lot is that we don't have anyone to pick it up. So we like to show you what size truck, just a normal pickup truck will work. We'll load it up for you, and how easy it is to set it up. So in the right here, Roxanne's going to show us a quick video of Christy and her sister Kathy. Do we have audio for that? And they're showing us how easy it is to set one of our hinge booths up. So basically they fold out like a table and there's 2 poles in the valance. And then depending on how tight the valance is, you just turn those poles a little bit to get it nice and snug. Just like that. So depending on the DIY, you get 5 of those or you get 10 of those, but it's very easy. We like to show you that because, you know, visually. Okay. So our next section is going to be talking about the full service carnival programs. I wanted to see if anyone had any questions before we go on to the carnival portion on the gift shop that maybe haven't been answered yet.
I guess I've got a quick question, if you don't mind. I'm Lisa from Mission Basilica School.
Hello.
Hi. In the past, we have used fund services, but we've also used another company. And when the children were actually checking out, each of the volunteers had an app on their phone that they could tally it up for the children.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're saying that you have a register. So can you just refresh my memory? I'm not really remembering. Is there just a one register? How does that work when we have so many kids going at one time?
No, so we do minimum one based on your history. And I don't know if Chrissy's probably going to look it up right now to see what you had in the past, but some schools have gotten 3 or 4, so it really depends. But the app also allows you to ring the kids up just like the cash register. Okay. So you can have a main cash register for money, but you can also have the volunteers download the app and they can go through and just see. And if nothing else, even if they're not taking the money there, if the kid has $20 and they can kind of keep a quick tally on where they're at.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thanks. That answers it.
Okay. Any other questions on the gift shop? Okay. So I'm going to go through and just talk to you a little bit about our carnival packages here. This is our main brochure. Our first page will show you the type of packages that we have. So there's 2 different types. We have our traditional packages and the wristband. I'll just tell you a little bit about both. They're very similar. But the packages on the left, there's 6 different ones to choose from. They all will come with 10 booths, 10 games, a concession machine with 300 servings, $500 prize pack, and it's for an event based on 1 to 4 hours. So package 1 is all the items at the top. Package 2 is the items at the top plus a small or medium attraction. Package 3, items at the top plus small and large. And so you get to choose these. We deliver, we set up, we take down. We'll provide you posters to help advertise. On the prizes for this program, we will provide your volunteers instructions on how to distribute them, and we'll give you all the boxes. We will always bring an extra $500 prize pack, at least one extra. We don't want you to run out. If you decide you need more and you want to open that next box, you only have to pay for what you use out of it. So you don't need to take the whole $500 pack. And then as far as the games go, we'll give your volunteers, it's a little poster, a little sign with the name of the game and how to play it, but we'll also go game to game with them, show them the balls, the bean bags, whatever it takes to play those games. And then if any of your attractions that you're choosing are something that they climb on, the kids climb on, like a slide or a bounce house or an obstacle course, our insurance requires that we staff that. And I will say that we are an approved vendor of the state PTA and have the insurance and hold harmless on file and can provide that to you if needed. But that's the only thing that we'll staff. We deliver, we set up, we take down. Some of the smaller attractions are like a sports attraction that they're shooting basketballs or footballs, and they're not climbing on it. So again, only the items that they climb on do we staff. The wristband program on the right, it's the same booths, the same games. This was created just for elementary schools to make it easy for you to present to your board a total cost. And so for 200 wristbands at $9 each, that's your minimum, you'll get 10 booths, 10 games, prizes throughout your event that we manage. So this, for the wristband program, you don't need to deal with the prizes at all. Our staff will take care of that. Again, we bring plenty of prizes because we're promising that prizes throughout the event, but we will take back any unused prizes. So we make sure we don't run out. You'll get a concession machine with 300 servings, a small attraction, and this is based on a 3-hour event, okay? If you want to add more equipment or more time, you can refer on the bottom right. 25 additional wristbands will get you another half hour. 50 wristbands will get you an hour. So now you're at a 4-hour event. Excuse me. 25 will get you a small attraction. 50 will get a medium attraction. And so you just add more wristbands to get more attractions. Now you will, excuse me?
You said 3-hour event, but it's 4-hour, right?
Well, it's at 200 wristbands, it's 3 hours. But if you want to add more time, so if you added 50 more wristbands, you can get another hour of play. So that's how you
only
can,
if you do the wristband though, right?
only if you do the wristband, correct. The traditional side are for up to 4 hours.
Okay.
Okay, and then the wristband side, we do take care of the prizes for you. That's one of the biggest differences. As I was saying, you do get, you will still sell wristbands the day of your event, but you have until 3 days prior to add additional equipment. So if you don't have any history with us, I understand starting at the 200 and just see how you go. But if you've sold 150 and you still have a couple weeks to go and you feel comfortable, gosh, I feel like we could easily sell another 50 or 100 the day of, then you can order those, commit to those, and you can pick extra equipment. Okay. You just have to do that within 3 days of your event. We don't bring extra equipment automatically on the truck. And so anything that you sell after that, it's just a wristband charge, but no additional equipment. Many of our schools that have done it, a couple of times, you have some history. It's not uncommon to start with 300, 400, 500 wristbands because they've sold more than that previously. We've had a couple schools this fall already that sold over 300 wristbands the day of. Last fall, we had 2 schools that sold over 500 the day of. And so just letting you know that you can, the more you feel comfortable starting with, the more equipment you can pick up front. Okay. The kids love this program because they have wristbands and it's unlimited. The parents love it because it's wristbands and they're not getting tugged on all day long for more tickets, more tickets. So it's been very popular in that regard. And one thing I just want to mention on the concessions. So even though the concession is included in your price here at the $9 a wristband, which by the way, you can charge whatever you want. Again, we have schools that do this as just a fun day, so they're not trying to make money, or schools that charge $10, $15, $20. I think I even had someone maybe charge $25 for unlimited. But the concession, in most cases, you're still going to have food at your event, whether it's an In-N-Out truck or parents flipping burgers or whatever the food is. Normally, those are sold separately. So we just encourage you to sell whatever traction you get, whatever concession you get, to sell that, even if it's at a modest price. That way you're not giving away free cotton candies. You're making a little bit of extra money on top of it. And it fits right in with your other food. So the next couple of pages are just going to show you the types of games you get to choose from, and then also some of the attractions. So in the left-hand side, with any of the packages, traditional or wristband, you get 10 games, and we have a package A or a package B. So in most cases, you choose one the first year, and maybe the next one, you switch it up. Okay. Below that, you'll see the concessions. The 3 on the left, you'll get 300 servings, cotton candy, popcorn, or snow cone. Although with the snow cone, ice is not included, but it does include the syrup, the cups, and the pumps. If by chance you don't need one of those machines, or your school already owns those type of machines, you can choose the machines that are on the right. They just do not come with any servings. So hot dog machines, nacho or churro machines, and that would be something you just buy the product that say Smart and Final or something like that. The far right are just additional games that you can add on. And then the next couple of pages are going to be our attractions. So this is a brochure that will come out. We'll email with our thank you if you don't have one already. And so again, when you're picking your packages and you get to pick small or medium, you can see the pictures here. This is small, right side is medium. Rox, if you want to scroll to the next page. So you see our large and our extra large, okay? And then our giant slide and ballistic are XXL. So, and then on the far right, if you need tents, tables, chairs, or any of the add-ons, we do rent those. Most of our schools have tables or desks that are sufficient. And so that's totally fine. If you are going to use those, we just ask that you have them out close to where the booths are going to go. So our people, as we set up the booths, can just put the table in the booth and put the game on there for you. So let me see, do we have another page beyond that, Roxy? Okay, so that's, before I go to the roses, I just want to say, is there any other questions on the carnival portion?
Do you guys still have the swings?
We do. The ballistic swing rides in the bottom right.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
The picture's a little small. As we get more inventory, we try to fit them all on there.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Excuse me, how much lead time do you need to have for us to book you?
So that's a little bit of a loaded question. We've been able to do events with less than a week's notice, but post-COVID, we do have less staff and less capability. So for example, I think the rest of the Fridays in October, maybe even the first one in November, is completely sold out. So the earlier, the better is the best question. We're capable if we have the staff and it's more about staff than it is equipment to do it with very short notice. But you want to have as much notice to let everybody know, especially if you're doing the wristband, so you have a chance to sell those ahead of time. And so really as early as possible. If you could be flexible on dates, that's helpful. If you come to us with 2 or 3 dates, it'll make it a little bit easier for us to be able to accommodate. Unfortunately, we're not able to do the same amount of events we were able to do in 2019 because people disappeared. We lost, staff that didn't come back, and it's a process for us to continue to try to hire more. But I hope that's not too long of a winded answer to that question. Any other questions on the carnival?
I'm sorry, I have one more
Sure.
because I came in late, sort of, and the phone is choppy. So looking at the pricing, so it was like 21. Example, I think one of them said 2,100, and that's for like 300 wristbands total or something like that. Sorry.
No, you're okay. One more. Here we go. Okay. So this is an example of a minimum. Okay, so if you're at 200 wristbands, and this is given an example of you charging $15, our cost would be $1,800 plus delivery. So this is based on Orange County, which has actually gone up to 120 or 150, Scott. And so the 2,100, were you looking on the left side when you're seeing 2,100?
Yeah,
Sorry, Jerry, 120.
I'm driving, so I'm just like,
No problem.
fancy.
Yeah, so $21.95, it gets you all the items at the top, which is 10 booths, 10 games, prizes, a concession with 300 servings, and then you get to choose a small and a medium attraction. So the cost would be $21.95 plus your delivery fee, which just depends on where you're located.
Okay,
She's in
thank you.
Gardena, it'd be 170.
Where was that, Scott?
She's in Gardena, that'd be 170.
Okay. And that also depends on how much items you take. If we're at, some of our larger school events where, maybe need 2 trucks or 3 trucks. If someone's doing the swings, those are a trailer. Our rock wall's a trailer. Our giant slide is a trailer. So the delivery fee is based on location, but also how many trucks.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more carnival questions? So keep in mind, we're going to be on when we're done. We'll make sure we have all the questions answered. So please don't hesitate. If you're typing in the chat, that's fine. We'll make sure we've covered all of those. I'm going to go talk about a couple of our other fundraisers. Roxy, if you want to scroll to the next screen. So the Wooden Roses is a fundraiser we've been doing for several years now. It's simple. We have them in stock. You sell them for, the suggested is $1, although we did have a school just recently say they're going to charge either $1.50 or $2. So you can charge whatever you wish. They're great for Valentine's, Mother's Day, teacher appreciation. You can see some of the examples here. And they don't go bad. So if you buy some and you have some left over, you can just use them for the next day that you'd like. You'll see some of the examples. We've had some schools go through a couple of our cases, which were, I think there's 800 in a full case. And we asked them, that was a big number. So these are some of the examples that they went over and above and made bouquets and corsages and stuff. So the one thing I'll say on the roses that there's 3, we'll give you an order form as well when we send you our thank you. There's 3 different ways to order. The first one is more like a sample. It's 104 roses and it's just the roses. And there's a minimal shipping fee of $12.50. If you do the middle one or the other 2, I should say, it's free shipping, but it also includes the roses, some of the sticks, and the plastics to wrap around. So I encourage you to do at least the one case. So you get free shipping and and it also includes a banner that says wooden roses for sale, kind of like you see above the corsage here, for whatever table you're going to be selling them out. So, and again, these are items that were one of these were the sign up incentives for the holiday gift shop. So you can choose 200 of those as well and just add that to your sale. Again, these are in stock, ready to go. So if anyone's interested in selling these for a dance or Valentine's or whatever your next program is, just let us know. We have them and we can send you an order form, and you just basically call and either pay with a credit card or send us a check and we'll ship those right out to you. Our last fundraiser that we're going to talk about is our Little Caesars. So when, June of 2020 came around and no events over 10 people were allowed, we were sort of scrambling to figure out what we're going to do. So we decided to rep Little Caesars. A few other fund services across the country were doing this. And so basically they're offering a traditional fundraiser where they take the brochure to family and friends, neighbors, and sell them, or they're doing online as well. So you have two options. Either option, you're going to profit $6 per kit. Okay. The next couple of pages will show you a little bit about the brochure, the order form. I will say that we just received notice that on the items starting after October, everything's $1 more. So they did have a price increase. And then when you're doing the brochure sale, the next screen I'm going to show you just shows you that they are still able to order online. So, but all of these items, when you purchase these, will be shipped to your school for you to distribute. And so we coordinate the day. We'll give you sheets that show you color coordinated each type of kit, whether it be pepperoni, cheese, cookies, and you can distribute them that way. The next two screens tell you about the digital version. So the digital version, they created a pretty slick website. You as a chairperson would share this site with all of your families. Then from there, they can actually register and put in a little verbiage that would go out to their family and friends or whoever they're going to solicit. Excuse me. Put a picture if they want. And everything gets shipped to their home. So the nice part about this is it expands who you can sell to. If you have family and friends across the country, they can participate as well. You just share the link with them. And then there are shipping fees for this side. And it's basically $7 for every 2 kits. So if a customer buys 1 or 2 kits, they're going to pay $7. If they buy 3 or 4 kits, they're going to pay $14. So the shipping is based on the number of kits, and you get 2 for every shipping charge. So, and then the next page will just show you what the online looks like and the pricing. And again, keep in mind, the cheese bread is really good. We've sampled these a few times, and we've had some of these at our in-person open houses. And so we can vouch that it's got good flavor and good taste, and that there's also some yummy desserts included as well. I believe that wraps up all of our programs. Again, thank you all for coming.
I have a question real quick. I'm
yes,
sorry.
We're here for you.
So the pizza, it was a little blurry on my end. How many kit, or how many of your pizzas are in the kit?
So it's different for the online versus the brochure. But if you scroll up to the brochure, I believe that'll show us, Rox. And one more. It doesn't. And so I'm going to need to refresh on that. I want to say it was 3, but there's personal pizzas, there's full-size pizzas, there's cheese pizzas, thin crust. And so who is this that's asking? I can make sure we get you that answer. And we'll include that. One thing that we do when we send out a copy to you of the presentation, we'll add 2 more pages with questions that were asked and answered, so everyone has those. But what school are you with?
My name is Lori Lopez. I'm with Solorio Elementary School in Fontana, California.
Okay. I will get that answer to you, Lori, as soon as we wrap up. But then again, we will include it for everybody here when we send you out a copy of the presentation. Any other questions on any of our programs? Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead. So we had a video of our showroom of this year's gift line. I didn't put it in the main presentation because it's not the best quality video, but I just want to give everybody a couple of minutes. It's a very short video, but Roxy, if you want to just start that, and if anyone has a minute to look at this, and if you think of any other questions, we're happy to stay on here and make sure we get all those answers for you. But this is a video of our showroom with this year's entire gift line. And it's about 140 items, not counting your sports items. So. All right. Does anyone have any other questions? Okay, well, we appreciate you taking the time. If you think of any other questions after the fact, please feel free to give us a call or shoot one of us an email. We're happy to help you. We'd love to work with all of you. We look forward to doing our in-school gift shop program again. Excited about the number of schools that have already inquired and looking forward to working with more. So I know the kids love the program and it's something that they've missed out on. And so we're happy to still be here and to be able to provide that for you. This will be our 55th Christmas that we're doing the holiday gift shop. So we're excited about that and love to work with you. So thank you all for coming in. Appreciate having you.
I actually
Thanks
have a
for
question,
coming,
real quick,
everybody.
if you don't mind.
Sure, go ahead.
Hi, this is Lori again from Solorio. What kind of contract are we required to sign in order to book this gift shop?
So we don't like to use the word contract because it's just an agreement. And so basically it's an agreement that says, here's my school, here's the dates I want to sell. And it just says that you're going to agree to send home the parent letters, put the posters up. So you're just going to agree to use the tools that we give you. Whatever your sale is the sale. So there's no minimum. The only time a minimum applies is if you want to get the free Carnival or, one of the two programs. And so you have until November 1st. That's not a hard date. It's the first week in November to finalize. So for example, let's say you sign up today with Christy and you say, we want to do holiday gift shop. We want it to be a 10% markup and we want bilingual parent letters. Before we start in early November, we send out the starter kits that'll have the posters and the parent letters. Before we send those, we will circle back with everybody to reconfirm one more time that you're good to go. And if you don't want the bilingual or you want to call it Santa's Secret Shop instead of holiday, you'll be able to change any of those selections, even the sign up incentives. So again, we call it an agreement. Once we get that past that point, if you cancel, I'd say more than a week past that, then there is a $500 fee that we've been waiving. It used to be September 30th. We moved it back to November 1st just to make it easier for everybody. But in the end, it's a program we want you to run. So it's an agreement. It's not a contract.
And then I'm sorry, I have one more question.
No, it's good. Other questions.
So we are actually, we want to do this Santa's Secret Shop, but we are also having a harvest festival coming up before the Santa's Secret Shop. So is there something that, I know that you said that we can, when you sign up for one, you get the other, but can we switch it? Not switch it, but.
So that's a good question.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so we basically, to get the discount, it has to be the same school year. So all that we do is if you're running, excuse me, the Carnival first, you would pay for the Carnival normal, but on your agreement, we will state you will get X amount in a rebate check, provided you do the gift shop, you do cover the minimum, and you pay on time. And those rebate checks normally go out the first part of February after we've completely reconciled all the gift shops. And so as long as the date's available, like I mentioned, the Fridays typically are all booked right now. And there's a couple of Saturdays. So if a lot of our schools have moved to, Wednesday or a Thursday, or do the DIY, which is completely free. That's the school that I was mentioning. The district's going to pick them up for her from San Diego, and we're in Yorba Linda. So did you have a date in mind?
We do. It's a Friday. It's October 21st. It's actually in 2 weeks. we have games that we were gonna play, but I saw your booths and I'm like, that looks so much nicer. So I was actually during the presentation taking pictures and sending it to my girl who's in charge of the festival that we're doing.
Right.
But yeah, so that's,
If you have, so did you say Fontana?
yes.
I mean, if you have a parent that has a pickup truck, you can come get our completely free DIY. And I'm not sure the type of sale that you've had. Chris, are you able to tell us that offhand? I believe you have been a customer in the past, correct?
We've done both in the past, but I was just talking to her on the direct message, and apparently we haven't done anything since 2016. I was on the PTA at that time, which is why I know of your company. But I guess we haven't used it since. So yeah, we don't have those bonus points anymore or whatever the incentive stuff. But we have.
I was going to see what type of
for a
sale you
while
had
in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, so your sale was well over the 4,000. So you could get the 10 booths, 10 games, prizes, concession, totally free. Just need to get someone to pick it up. So, I know that's, but hopefully there's some parent even if you're going to do some of your own games, but this would definitely enhance it, give you like I said, boost games, prizes, and a cotton candy or a popcorn, something like that, if you'd like.
Right. So I'm sorry if anybody else is still on in there. I don't want to take over the conversation, but with that, can we pick up the day before and take back the next day?
Not the next day, because the next day would be Saturday. More than likely.
I don't know that I can find a parent to take it back on the same Friday night because
definitely not the Friday night. I would say that after the weekend.
Monday.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can take it back on Sunday or Monday or whenever.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome, Lori. Anyone else have any other questions? All right. Or if you have more, don't hesitate, give us a call. That's what we're here for. So no such thing as a silly question. We want to make sure we get you all the answers and hope that we get to work with you. Again, thank everybody for coming out, and we look forward to working with you all. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.